just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Hold on real quick.
First and 10.
Okay. Love you, baby. All right, I'm back then.
Here's Williams to begin with a pass. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams.
Come on, man. That was bullshit.
Contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On third down, it's Williams. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen.
That had nothing to do with my guy not blocking.
I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. Strong running there. Way forward to gain a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Jimmy G working from the gun here. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defenders.
He is in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Huh? That's what you were doing?
Set to go now on first and 10.
I put our 70-point game on YouTube.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's Williams on first and 10. He'll swing this out to Swift. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down. Throw it again. It's Williams. To the goal line and in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go. And the Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
That shit ugly.
So
I glitched. It's out of bounds.
Time for the kickoff. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment.
You both got one, or is it just one guy?
But then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
What?
She didn't put my gift in here, my Sephora gift. My birthday gift. Want you help her?
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
Well, who didn't put it in? It was supposed to be a free thing or something?
Yeah, it was my birthday gift from Sephora, and you get to pick something
From the
and it was just
shotgun,
like
it's
a trial
Garoppolo.
size perfume that I wanted to
That's
try.
the left side, pulled
And
in
she
by
was supposed to put
Higbee.
it in my bag.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. This is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played
Now the
this
game's
much
back to
football.
normal.
He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Well, what I was saying back to normal meant was
He finds his big
it was like
tight
the
end
interception didn't happen.
and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he'll be out
I called the
of
wrong
bounds
play.
all the way down at the 10. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Johnson. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind.
I literally called the wrong play and didn't have a choice.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense.
And he's in. Heenan.
No, he didn't.
Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might
No, it
make
says roughing the
contact
kicker.
with the kicker too late.
They should not
So
eliminate
here's Santos
roughing the
after the
kicker when
touchdown.
you rough my
He's
kicker.
out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
No shit.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jimmy to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10.
That was the razzle-dazzle right there.
To throw, here's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They will indeed go as that's over the middle and intercepted.
Move out of the goddamn way.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Williams. That is caught by the tight end. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And
hold on, wait.
Will take a
that's what I'm talking about.
21-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Cup in motion. On first down, Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's Garoppolo. Nakua.
Oh, my God.
To the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Nah, it's because I clicked on and thought I had somebody else and I ran away from you.
He knocks it through. And the Rams draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Dan, you were literally silent because you gave up 21 straight points. Got one lucky play and now you won't shut up. Shut up.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be
All right,
returned.
Dan. Okay.
So it'll come out to the 30.
All right.
So
let's do it,
to the
Dan.
line for first down and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's out of bounds inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Did you pick it?
To Swift. Well, it's brought down. That
No.
pass is going to pick up.
I really thought that was it.
Bring
I thought that was going to be the
3rd
one you
down.
picked.
Throwing again, Williams. He's got his big target, Everett. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Williams to the air once more. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Jimmy G going to throw it here on first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First down throw for Garoppolo.
Oh my God.
Aha. Able to connect there. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. To throw is Garoppolo.
Come on, man.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
Are you?
Jimmy G working from the gun here. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be taken down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is
come on, man. He should at least been tackled.
The end zone, you want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal.
Come on, man.
On that one, it was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency?
Caught, side of the end zone. Cooper, Kupp, touchdown, Rams. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep.
Oh my God.
That's
and they let
him
him break the tackle.
and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Miami. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On first and 10, Garoppolo will take a shot. Downfield, looking for...
What?
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Defensively all over him. And it'll be second down. Now, it's Garoppolo. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just
This
a
is the
little
shitty thing
bit
about having the
downfield.
Bears.
I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play. And
Your
take coverage,
CPU
but
picks
I
it.
think if he was a
Mine
little bit more
fucking
patient
knocks
in his
it down.
progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Now Garoppolo. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Well, they just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Cup in motion. Garoppolo. Toward the sideline. Taken in by Cup.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
You need it.
Garoppolo now unloads downfield, looking for Nakua.
Nice play.
And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
Okay, hold on. I'm alright.
From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Jimmy G now on 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Garoppolo from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams
2 for 2. That's your first field.
Put up 3 and cut into the lead. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That complete to Swift. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Now a loose football. The Bears have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Like the fact that nobody decided to block.
To throw is Williams. This one caught at the 4. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2. Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Johnson.
What the fuck?
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Pistol snap to Garoppolo. This one caught by Parkinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Garoppolo.
Come on, man.
Is Parkinson. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Garoppolo unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over possession here at the 44.
And this is going to be my last one.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. Now, a deep shot for Allen.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations,
Honestly,
must pass is
I kinda
not a
hope you
recipe
win
that
at
their
this point,
offensive
'cause this team
coordinator
is fucking
wants to
pissing me
operate in.
off.
He's going to try it here again.
Yeah, oh, I thought he caught it.
The defense very happy
I thought he
to see that
fucking
play
caught it.
call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
What the fuck are you doing? My person.
Jimmy to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
If Jimmy G fucking catches him, I'm gonna be pissed.
And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream.
I would have been mad as fuck. I probably would have quit. I was like, that's GG's. I quit. I'd have turned this shit off before. Cause I'd have broke my goddamn controller.
Is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact.
If Jimmy G catches a defensive, Jimmy G is quite possibly the slowest non-lineman in the NFL right now.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off.
I had to say non-lineman.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
Why are you knocking it down?
Incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end.
You still think Jimmy G's better than Matt Stafford?
I mean, I use him a lot better. I mean, you gotta admit, like, when I play Matthew Stafford, you're going out.
I think it might be the release.
2nd down, Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So it's 4th down, hunting time. Ethan
I was
Evans
hoping
to
you
do
went
the
for it.
honor,
I ain't gonna lie.
as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line.
I was like, I'll let him have 23 yards. I don't
This
care.
one fielded
Just not 24.
out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big
I hate to be the one to
play,
break this to you, but it gave you 56 first. And you push circle twice.
Finish drives.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Keenan Allen, touchdown Bears. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's
Hey,
out to
Danny,
kick
that's
this
50.
one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard.
This play has turned out to be better against you and not computer, or not against anybody else.
First down. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to be a turn of the heads here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium. Rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire.
That was funny.
And we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He said you've thrown an entire season's worth of picks in one game.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone.
Oh, really?
Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears stretch things out even further. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
You did.
Jimmy G working from the gun here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. And he got rid of that one quickly.
All used, bruh. All used, bruh. I didn't do that on purpose. I thought he was going out. I thought he was going to run a corner. I thought he was going to run a corner. I really did.
This offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back.
They didn't let me jump.
At the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing is Williams. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Santos, good.
Hey, Dan, I just want to go on record and say you let me give you 60 with the Bears.
Already sizable lead.
They do.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance.
Keenan Allen is one of the slowest receivers in the NFL.
For a touchback.
I don't even think he's caught the ball this game.
On 1st and 10, Garoppolo. He'll drop this down to Williams.
I keep track of everything.
Up at the 44-yard line. A first down throw for Garoppolo.
Damn it. Why do I keep doing
They
that?
connect again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
That's taken in.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Here's Williams on 1st and 10.
What the fuck was that?
That's over the middle and intercepted.
There we go.
That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks.
I like that about you, Danny.
Ability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph.
Down 40. Fuck it, I don't care. Interception.
I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience.
I was trying to get 70.
Sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets
That's literally what I was thinking.
From the shotgun, it's and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted.
Yeah, that was a user. That was a user.
25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line.
I still got 24
You got to take some
points.
chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Williams gonna look to throw it on 1st down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's
in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. And the Rams are
You got lucky. You got lucky. You even clicked off. Out of fear, you clicked off. Oh, I knew you didn't.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This
All right,
one
GG.
comes